found something very nasty, we think. We think they're black bean aphids.
This may very well be the best day ever.
And I'm wearing jeans.
Yeah, of course you're still wearing jeans.
Why don't we just do a perimeter scan of the fence?
Okay.
Should we start over here?
Well, that didn't last long.
Are you kidding me?
Is that a woodchuck size hole right there?
That's a woodchuck sized hole. Like she walked all the way around.
Well, if you remember right, I made the comment, if she walked all the way around and got in over here, then maybe she needed to eat. It's kind of funny that's what she went through.
I wonder if there's more than one of them.
Probably grab the other ones out of the yard and carry them to a quarter hole.
And you did get that part repaired after the storm. Today's
Yes.
June 1st. What's on the agenda today since the weather is glorious?
Well, I'm going to remove these sticks because at this point,
They're strong enough?
well, they're on their own. Probably going to go ahead and cut off this one zucchini. I think it may be ready. Some of the stuff that may not actually be ready, I'm going to go ahead and pull up anyway. Like the beets. The beets could get bigger, but I put them too close together, so they're going to struggle. Beets are one of those things that was more of an experiment anyway. Yeah, I've got way too many eggplants in here. These were I thinned them out already. These are the big ones that are left. So I'm going to go ahead and probably get one or two of these over in this other garden, maybe even in the spot where I'm pulling the other stuff up.
Today's a good day. Do you think it should be the day that you put in the irrigation system?
Because it's going to be two phases, this and that. I'd like to at least get this done.
Okay, well go get your gloves so that we can start trimming and harvesting.
Okay, like a single root right down in here.
That way the bottom gets flat instead of the side.
Yeah. Now, and who knows? I mean, this might
No.
be good for it. Like, it might really hurt it, but
Oh, I see bad bugs.
hey, I told you, you know, it was a squash bug because I squashed it. It's funny is I don't see that second one that I smacked.
This is an experimentation.
It's an experiment, so if we wind up doing this and it kills things,
Then it kills
so be it.
things. But the fewer leaves we have around the pumpkin, the better.
Yeah. Basically, at every node, a root came out and hit the ground. And
Grow.
now we know how pumpkins grow so much. It's probably going to break off on this edge here soon anyway.
And just because I haven't said it yet, I got flowers.
The sweet potatoes are starting to run. Like, they're really picking up now.
That's probably because we removed that pumpkin.
Hey, look, personally, almost looks like something may have munched on it.
I bet it was the woodchuck.
Possibly. It is very fragrant in here.
I mean, I almost wonder if you just need to pull everything except for the basil, the dill, and the
I'm kind of wondering that, like,
tomato.
because this is coriander.
What if
Like,
you just
I don't even know
pull
what
it?
coriander really does, you know? It's
Right.
like,
I know that it's a companion herb, but
I mean, it smells good. I mean, hey, it grew.
yep,
So
we know we can grow it.
if I can find a recipe, then we can later on next year maybe actually
Yep.
do something with it.
Oh, you might could plant it somewhere else too, since it's got those great roots.
Plus, that'll be a good test to see how well I can transplant something. So yeah, let's just put this right here.
Did you water that one, or you think it will be fine until?
If I'm installing irrigation, then part of that's going to be testing it to make sure it
Okay.
works, and it'll get watered then. I may go ahead and chop down the parsley because they say basically you mow it down and it grows right back up. This bowl got very hot in the sun.
Well, it's metal, duh.
I know, like the slides when we were children, you know, that one that sat in the sun, got to
Oh,
like
gosh.
4,000 degrees and we go sat on it.
And you touch your flesh, and you're like, ah! Are you shaving my bush?
I'm shaving your bush.
Is this the parsley?
Yes, this is the parsley.
Did you just cut off your finger?
No, the stupid thing broke
Oh,
that you used to lock it.
oh. You used it for some stuff that you shouldn't have?
Oh, you know I've used it for stuff I shouldn't have.
My bush was thick.
Hey,
You're such a child.
I'm from that generation.
Which generation is that? The lost one?
Oh, see, that's the way Gen X is. My mind thinks I'm 30. My sense of humor says I'm 12.
But your body tells you you're near about
My body's
100.
like, wait, you're not dead yet?
Yep, and Gen X also breaks out into song in a moment.
Do not sing.
My mind's telling me yes, but my body is telling me no.
That was actually a little bit funny.
Well,
But yeah, now we will find out, does it regrow? Oh, look. And by doing that, I found something that probably,
should be killed.
I don't know, maybe that thing fell out of the core. Oh, remember I said like something been eating this. Maybe that came off of this.
Huh.
And the woodchuck loves these, so it's just more food for him to eat.
Yeah, you're gonna set it right there. He's gonna come up to get it and then be like, ooh.
There's a real one.
Yes.
The sweet alyssum in here is doing well. This is a zucchini by itself. It's a baby one. Remember that sickly one?
I don't think it looks good.
And that's what I'm thinking. Should we go ahead and just cut this one off and just make room for this one? I agree. I'm just leaving the carrots as is.
I noticed that some spinach and Brussels sprouts are completely gone.
Every single time the woodchuck broke in here, she went for the spinach and the Brussels sprouts. Pulled them up and I threw them out in the yard. Partly out of anger and partly out of maybe that's what she's attracted to, and getting them out of here. Basically, as soon as they got to a point where they were getting nice and I could almost get something, she cut in there and ate them. So if I'm not going to get them anyway while I have them, I yanked them out.
What about this massive fennel? Is it time to pull the fennel?
Here's what I know. I don't know anything about fennel really. I'm almost thinking that, okay, cool, we proved it can grow. Maybe go ahead and cut it down and see if we can get something out of it.
And maybe that's where the eggplant goes?
Maybe. That also gives room for the celery that I'm growing over here to get some,
Some light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That thing's got a root system. And again, I think this is that case of where I've got them planted too close together. So there's a little bit of a fennel bulb. Not as well, and from what I've learned since planting these, the bulbs do not like to be close to each other.
Ow.
So yeah, she has some good roots. But yeah, see, I've got so many bulbs in here, they just never would have enough room to grow. I don't think that celery is going to really make it. In fact, we're just going to pull him on up.
I'm thinking that we're gonna...
It's just natural planty things.
You're why we can't have nice things.
I told you I was going to clean it up.
You guys need to see my viewpoint. And I see this. See this.
I haven't cleaned that part yet.
And then I see this. I see that. I see this. He says he's going to clean it up. I'm going to trust him that he's going to clean it up and that means today.
Just remember, if a man says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. You ain't got to remind him every 6 months.
Will he get it done?
But what do you think? So this is the parsley I kept.
Yeah, that's a lot of parsley.
These are the fennel bulbs, the kohlrabi, the beets, the fennel stalks,
Yeah.
and the
Beet
greens.
Yeah. They look very good. Why did we just suddenly stop filming?
Because the camera overheated. So you didn't really miss much. But we'll get you caught up here in just a second.
And for the record, I'm not really mad that he made a mess. I mean, I'm sort of mad, but not really. It's all for you. Okay, it's not. I really was a little mad. A little bit.
Kohlrabi.
We pulled the fennel.
Beets.
We pulled the kohlrabi and pulled the beets. When he started trimming up the dill here, that's when I noticed some bugs. You may need to get the neem oil.
Well, I kind of hate to because there was a bumblebee just on here pollinating. It's best not to use the neem oil because it will actually kill off your pollinators.
We don't want the bee to have problems, but we found out that they were kudzu bugs.
Yeah. Apparently they love pole beans. So I'm thinking we just learned a new lesson that in our zone, in this location, pole beans probably aren't our thing. We're going to have to stick to bush beans here.
You know what's funny is We didn't have issues with pole beans last year.
That's because none of our pole beans actually grew up on the pole. We yanked them out before this point because they didn't do well.
That's pretty much all you missed, right?
That's pretty much it.
Ooh, but let's look at the tomato challenge tomatoes before we...
I was waiting to see you break it off just so you can say, oops, my bad. Now I'm in first place. This one's actually a little bit deformed over here. In theory, I should cut that off and let all the energy go into this one, but I might be able to still eat that.
How can you say I can eat that and not get 12-year-old giggles? But when I say you chopped off my bush...
Just because I don't outwardly giggle all the time doesn't mean I'm not giggling on the inside.
I've got some maters too.
Oops, oops, oops. The kohlrabi greens, the woodchuck had chewed those up. I just threw all those out. They weren't even worth keeping. So this would be kind of a stew thing. Parsley, I may freeze that. Like I hear that's a good thing to do is to freeze it.
Yeah, because your mom stopped by and said that.
The greens probably need to be cooked fairly quickly.
Yep.
That is a lot of greens. I guess I need to figure out if there's any kind of preserving way we can do with this. Go ahead and start cooking. Apparently the coriander
does not like to be transplanted. What are you doing?
I'm irrigating my thing. I told you I was going to do some irrigation later.
Okay, I thought you meant you were going to add the irrigation pipe.
I was. I made the fatal flaw that you do on the weekend. I took a shower after I cut grass. And now it's almost 4 o'clock and my motivation just is gone. If somebody would hurry up and install some irrigation, I wouldn't have to keep fighting with this thing. I'm wondering, should we go ahead and try to plant a cucumber over here? I mean, it's still growing, but I don't know.
Even your mom said, that looks bad, son.
Shall I remind you that she killed an air fern?
And we've got this.
It looked a little bit more impressive before I harvested everything.
But still.
Oh wait, yeah, there's a hole. That's where that spot was bad.
Yep, I always come out here and go, okay, where are the bad bugs? All right, it's time to check.
Behold. I told you it would be clean. Because President Me cooked more stuff and messed it up again after I cleaned it the first time. So, not only did I clean your kitchen, I cleaned your kitchen twice.
Now, to be fair, I did do all those dishes.
I know not to touch your pans.
Well, you cooked pizza.
That would be like you walking down saying, I'll just use his tools. You know not to use my tools. I know not to clean your pans.
All right.
Brillo pad, that'll work. I really hate killing all viable plants, but, you know, these things are pretty prolific, and so here's
we'll
a
snip off ones that we know we don't want.
Yeah, like this is basically the smallest, babiest ones. Man, we need more garden space. Time to buy some new garden beds. This one's right up on the edge, and it wasn't one of the biggest ones. See, the one that's dead center isn't the best looking one. That's what's sad, you know what I mean? These do grow slow. The celery may be done, and I think I may just put it a little bit closer to the front since this is an empty spot right here.
Yes.
I may plant something else there. Okay, I'm still just going to go dead center.
You see those root balls?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's sort of like you didn't transplant it. I mean, as big of a spot.
I mean, there's kind of an opening right here with these ones that ain't doing nothing. Well, these are looking so good. They went through so much to get here. I may take these two, move them closer to the center, and sacrifice this one. The dirt I scooped out of these. Okay. See, I can always cut it down later.
By the way, the irrigation didn't get done today. Maybe next video.
Irrigation's happening.
I see a man holding his hose.
Watch this video over here to find out how we started this whole process and where we're growing.
Did you say growing?
I may have accidentally said that, yes.